Good morning, this is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A congregation in Mitchell is deciding its next steps after vandals scrawled graffiti on their church, including a Bible verse that calls same-sex relationships an abomination. The Mitchell Congregational United Church of Christ has been on the forefront of welcoming the LGBTQ+ community into the fold. However, last week someone took spray paint to the church, writing words like repent and a passage from the Old Testament book of Leviticus on the building. The pastor is discouraged to see people in the community act this way.
Sad that there are people who obviously claim to be Christian and yet have hate in their hearts and enact that on a church building. To the point where they're even quoting scriptures.
But other people in the community have since covered the graffiti with positive messages promoting love and acceptance.
Authorities in western South Dakota are asking for the public's help in finding a man wanted for assaulting law enforcement and drug possession. Ernest Atakai is believed to be in or around the Pennington County area. He's a 44-year-old Native American who stands 6'1" and weighs 179 pounds. Contact the Pennington County Sheriff's Office if you have any information on where he is.
The South Dakota Highway Patrol is investigating a deadly rollover crash in Charles Mix County. Investigators say a 43-year-old man driving a PT Cruiser lost control Friday on a curve east of Academy, South Dakota, went into a ditch and vaulted over a driveway. The man was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from the vehicle. He died at the hospital. Now let's check in with meteorologist Scott Monk. Going to be a warm one out there today, Scott.
Warm day today. Temperatures in the 80s for afternoon highs. We'll have mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies and relatively light winds coming in from the south to the southeast, around 5 to 15 miles per hour. That will cover eastern KELOLAND, a little stronger in central and western South Dakota. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Well, if you have an extra bag of dog food at home, the Sioux Falls Area Humane Society is in need of donations. The nonprofit's Pet Food Bank is running out of dog food. The food bank allows pet owners to pick up free food for their animals once a month.
We've been turning people away because we don't have dog food for the food bank, which we know will eventually result in more animals coming to us.
The food bank is also low on cat food. To donate, just drop off any brand or size of food at the shelter.
The Washington Pavilion celebrated its 25th anniversary Saturday by offering free admission to the public. The Pavilion has become a leading destination for the arts and sciences since opening in 1999.
We're really excited to celebrate it. When the Pavilion came to life back in 1992, when the vote happened, it was very close. And so we're just excited to see how far we've come in the last 25 years and what we've really brought to the city and what the community has done for us as well.
Visitors got in for free to the Pavilion's visual arts spaces, Science Center, and the Sweetman Planetarium.
Rapid City's LGBTQ+ community held the first ever Black Hills Pride Parade on Saturday. The family-friendly parade through downtown featured plenty of rainbow colors, floats, giveaways, and music. Organizers say the public's support for the parade exceeded their expectations.
There's a lot more people here than some people might imagine, and it's really great to see the community come out and show up and bring so much positivity and just love.
Black Hills Pride will host more events in Rapid City in the weeks ahead as part of Pride Month. And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather forecast for today looking pretty quiet, but tomorrow a chance of some severe weather. East, looks like Minnesota, Iowa probably catching the worst of that. We did end up with a round of storms last night, though. In fact, we've been sharing some hail pictures and other elements of the weather. You can see we had a few tornado warnings around northern Kingsbury County, north of DeSmet, and also another tornado warning over Brown County. There was another one actually over the Faith area, just west of Faith, that ended up with a confirmed touchdown there. And of course, some streaks of hail, and that's never a good subject at all either. Some of that pretty big around Miller, upwards of baseball-sized hail. None of that in the forecast today. We'll leave that out. We'll see those 80s returning. Southerly winds out there for most of us this afternoon. Might even touch 90 down around Valentine, Nebraska. We'll see if we spark a couple thunderstorms this evening, and I do expect there'll be some rain popping up overnight. It'll be scattered in nature as our next cold front feature comes in from the northwest. And Sioux Falls has about a 50% chance of rain tomorrow. You can see, though, during the afternoon, western South Dakota clears out. The wind starts picking up out of the northwest as the front rolls through. And then that'll be it for a while for any organized storms. I think we'll see a dominant northwest flow pattern, which will actually yield temperatures in a pretty decent range, upper 70s and low 80s for many of us, and overnight lows in the 50s. So if you can handle some wind during the day, I think overall looks like a pretty fair forecast. 87 our high today, Mitchell. That's a little warm. 86 degrees there in Chamberlain. Forecast tonight with those scattered areas of rain popping up will be in the middle to upper 60s. And then tomorrow, we're going to be back in the mid-70s where the rain will be scattered around and the cloud impact there from Watertown to Sisseton. Otherwise, northwest winds will begin to gather strength in northwest South Dakota. And that'll build in here. I think actually a couple more days of that wind from the northwest, upper 70s to near 80. We may slide a little rain chance into the forecast for Saturday. We'll see how that next system from the northwest pans out. For right now, that's not much of an issue here for Aberdeen. So upper 70s a lot of the time here to close out the work week. Tomorrow, by far and away, the best chance of any rain here. And Pierre in central South Dakota, after some scattered hits of rain late tonight, early tomorrow, dry on Wednesday, dry on Thursday. And that system by the end of the week may yield some chances of showers and thunderstorms. We're initially looking at maybe the Black Hills or down into western Nebraska by the tail end of the work week. Prepare for more 80s after tomorrow in Rapid City. More details online at KELOLAND.com.